Welcome to part 3 of installing the CIC system in my BMW, converting it from a standard car to the car with iDrive. In the previous video, you would have seen me remove the dashboard and get everything prepped for installing the iDrive system in today. So we're just about ready to get started with that. Firstly, we're going to tackle out the wiring that goes to the CIC system. We're going to work with the controller, the power cable that goes for the screen, as well as the head unit itself. And thereafter, we're going to be installing the dashboard into the car. So without further ado guys, let's get started with it. First things first, all we're going to do is we're going to remove the black cable off and set it aside. So now we have space to work with. Start off by deepening the junction box plug. As you can see, it has these two little clips. Now fortunately for us, this entire plug is all labeled. I'm not too sure you can see it, but it is marked. You can see there 1 and 18. On the reverse end of it, it has 19 to 36, and then on this side it has 37 to 54. So we're going to start off with the screen power cable. I'm going to route it vaguely where the screen would sit, which will come over here, and I'm going to bring these wires down with the loom to right here. So that way, once everything is done, I'm going to cable tie it all together, or I'll tape it up all together, and that'll be it. The ground cable will go into pin number 27, which will fit right here. So it's marked here 19 to 36. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 is blank. So the ground cable will slot into here like so. And that's that. The orange wire, orange and green wire, will go to pin number 11 on this black plug. So it's going to start off here. You can see a number 1 to 18. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is blank, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is blank. So the orange and green wire from the CAN bus system, that will go to pin number 11. So we're going to move these two wires out of the way. Orange and green cable into the slot like so. Same with the green CAN bus cable, that's going to go to pin number 30. So we're going to work our way back on the back end of this cable from pin 36 to 19, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. We've got a space here. We're going to put this green cable in this slot right here, and that's the CAN bus wire is done, and that's taken care of. Now you might wonder about the power. Power goes to pin 37. However, on my card, it's already taken care of. It's already there. Meaning this wire goes to something else. And by something else, I mean it goes to this little connector here, which is for the glove box flashlight, which you may or may not have. Some E90s have them, some E90s don't. But this is the power that it goes to. So all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to unravel the tape like so, and I'm going to splice back in the cable to it. So that'll sit like that. And I'm going to tape it up again. So I'm not interfering with any of the wiring that's from the car. I'm only tapping off to it, and because the car doesn't have the flashlight, there wouldn't be any issues with it. Now I am going to tape up the pin as well, but for now I'm just going to put this aside, make sure it fits in properly. It needs to slide in, and then it can go back into its place inside the plug. And it only fits in one way, so you don't have to worry about that. From there, that's going to go back onto the junction box, and that, guys, is the screen power. Now for the controller, it's almost as simple, because all we're going to do is it's a complete separate circuit altogether. So I got the cables for the controller. I'm going to route it into the center console under here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it alongside the edge like so. That way it wouldn't be affected by the trim, and it's out of the way. So once the trim is placed in, the cable is not going to be in the way. Thereafter, I'm just going to bring it up to the screen cables. Now, because this shares the same circuit, brown is going to go to your ground point of the screen, so you can tap it off to the screen. Just make sure that none of your other wiring is in the way. Like this is for the hazard warning switch, so that's going to go up here. So I'm going to be tapping off the ground so I can run the cable up through here behind everything. You can basically run this entire loom all the way up. So the earth cable is done. Now it's just for the CAN bus cables, which will just tap in to any of the CAN bus wires to the screen. So you got the green to green and orange to orange. And now all that's left is the power to the controller, which is going to be tapped off to the main power of the screen itself. And that basically takes care of all the wiring. So we have the power that goes to the controller that taps off to the screen. We've got the two CAN bus high and low, as well as we have the ground that connects to the screen wire itself. So now I'm just going to neaten up all of these cables, and then we're going to get ready to install. So guys, after getting everything ready for the install, setting up the wires and everything, getting everything ready, it is now time to put the dashboard in the car, which is why you are all the way over there. So I can put the dashboard in and we can start closing everything up. Well guys, the dashboard is in the car right now. It was a little bit finicky to get it in because I may have missed a few wires or something, but it's in and now it's just about to get bolted up into place, and then we can start closing everything up. So here we go. Well guys, as you can see, I have most of the stuff that's already put back in the car. I don't have the steering wheel back in yet, I'm just still finishing up. I put the chassis cradle in for the head unit. The dashboard is completely in, it's all taken care of. And now I just need to put in the glove box and to run the wires, which is why we are giving you an update right now. So I'm going to feed this display wire from the middle of the dashboard down to the bottom and see if we can actually take, hopefully I don't have to pull this dashboard out more forward, but yeah, let's try that. This is the bottom of it. It goes to the head unit, and this goes to the screen end. So let's see if we can find a way to run it. So I have the wire that's here and the display wire which is here, and I think I might need to have to open up that wire that I've harnessed up just so I can get the screen cable to have some slack. I realized that I may have skipped a few bits. So basically the head unit is a plug-and-play system. So you run the cable from the display, which is up here, run it through here. It has the USB cable that goes from the head unit to the glove box itself. Thereafter it's got the main quad lock, which needed to be turned around. No pinning required, so just turn the plug around and plug it in, as well as the antenna cable which fits on the right hand side. Now I just put everything here so I can get it closed up. Then I also have the button control which is here, which just plugs in here. I transferred over the climate control button, so from the bottom section like this, it now sits at the top here, and then it's just left to put the glove box back and to put the trimming as well as the steering wheel and the other panel. The iDrive system is complete, and have a look at it now. The dashboard is fully installed. The dashboard and everything else is all closed up. I just need to get that little trim piece that's for the top, because the single hump dashboard one doesn't work, the shape is different, but I will get that tomorrow and I'll show you guys in part 4 once we are ready to do the coding. I am going to put a battery on the car right now, get everything checked out, make sure everything's working. But right now I'm currently filming at 10 to 9 at night, and I'm at this from 3 or something. So yeah, it's been a long day and it is a long series basically, but I'm happy to say that it's done. It's been 3 years in the making, since January 2023 I guess. But yeah, I'm happy that it's done. Now just test it and show you guys if everything's working. And for that I'll need to put the battery back in the car, tidy up everything. But let me get my stuff in order here first. Maybe I'll do the test right now, or maybe I'll do it in part 4. Who knows? But anyway, that's it for now guys. And yeah.